Perhaps love is like a resting place, a shelter from the storm. It exists.
So guys, welcome to what is going to be a very awkward video on love and relationships. But we don't want to do this, but just you guys, I'm gonna give it a try. Looking different, it makes things a little tough. If you're looking for a relationship, because depending on how you grew up and what your childhood was like, or early adulthood, everybody's paired off at some point during that period, your friends, your family, and so on. And you may or may not have not been one of those people to pair off. And you might want to, sure you want to be with somebody, you want to be the boyfriend or girlfriend or whatever. But no one really is interested, they keep it at arm's length. They might just want to be friends with you. And yes, it could very well be because you look different. What do they call that? The friend zone? Something like that. So that could take a toll on your self-esteem over time. And you get to the point where, am I ever going to have somebody in my life who's going to love me, even when they look like this? Questions about intimacy, I do not want to go there. The real question is, do you love yourself? Because if you're not comfortable or accept the way you look, it will reflect on what happens in your life. But if your self-esteem is at a certain point, it's not too bad. Even though you have a lot of these questions in your head, you're still going to have that confidence to be able to take that step and put yourself out there in the possibility of a relationship. If you like to socialize, go out and socialize. You may not need somebody. I'm not a big socializer. I don't go out to meet people in a romantic sense. When I do go out, it's just to go out and have a few drinks, line with some friends, and that's it. But again, if you don't have that confidence, I should say that genuine confidence, it's going to affect how things go with you. Because you get sucked into this self-pity party. And it's terrible. It is. Because you keep telling yourself over and over again, who's going to love you? Who's going to love you? Who's going to love you? No one's going to love you. No one's going to love you. And you might be like about 20 years old and you're asking these questions when you have your whole life ahead of you. But it just continues to eat at your self-esteem. As I said before, if you're not okay with yourself, it's going to be a problem. So you need to work on that. You really do. But when it comes to relationships, it's hard work for anybody, no matter what they look like. Work on yourself. I don't know what else to say. Don't put too much pressure on yourself. A lot of people live in different countries and maybe cultures and superstitions, and they have so much pressure to get married and all of that. That is difficult. But just ease up on yourself. Don't worry too much. Are you ever going to have somebody in your life? It may or may not happen. And there are a lot of people out there who don't look normal and they're perfectly happy in great relationships. So it could have very well happen for you as well. But if you don't put yourself out there, you will never know. Because one, if you put yourself out there, you will know. It's going to be awesome. Everything's going to end happily ever after. And two, you probably might get hurt. Rejection is tough, and sometimes no matter how hard you try, things just don't work out. But you will never know if you don't take that step to put yourself out there. So go out, take different classes if you can, and concentrate on just being yourself. Not pretending to be cocky somebody. Just be yourself. If it's dance classes, cooking classes, art classes, whatever is available to you. And try and build relationships with people. And then eventually things might work out from there. You never know what is around the corner. I mean, physical attraction is important. I mean, you put a plate of delicious looking, pretty looking sushi in front of me, the eye sees it, the eye likes it, and I will enjoy it. But the next day, I can't get the freaking toilet because I have diarrhea and I'm vomiting. Moral of the story is not everything that looks good is good. Have you ever been on the phone with somebody, let's say like customer service representative, and as soon as they answer the phone, it must got his voice in like, ooh. So there are other things more important than physical attraction. Personality, at least for me, is pretty big. You know, how you feel about yourself, how you present about yourself. All these things contribute to finding somebody. Most important thing is just be you. Because who else knows you better than you? Something to be concerned about is if you are in a relationship, don't put too much pressure on yourself to figure this out. But if you're in a relationship and it's not a genuine thing, you're heading down the path of being in a very unhealthy relationship and very possible abusive relationship. And you know that you can't get out of it. You refuse to get out of it because you're just so happy that somebody's paying attention to you. I mean, that happens to anybody in general, but you have to be really careful about that because this is you you're talking about, you. And self-esteem might not be there, well, not yet, but you're so happy and you're not letting go of this or nothing because somebody threw you a bone. You're better than that. So make sure that when you're in it, it's a genuine thing. That's not a nice situation to be in at all. Think about it. Also, I've mentioned something similar in a video about if you don't deal with your feelings, these are the type of things that could happen to you that are rather unhealthy for you. So don't put too much pressure on yourself. And if you're having a little self-pity party, just think about friends you might know who are having problems in their relationship. No, you're no different from them. Or even just think of all the celebrities that you hear about that don't seem too happy. I mean, for the money that they have. Money can buy you many, many things. It can buy you service. And one thing it can't buy is genuine love, affection, and companionship. So, love is out there. It happens to some. No matter what they look like, it may not happen to others. But if it's a journey, all you can do sometimes is see how it rolls out and take it from there. And if you feel like you're in a position that you'll never ever have anybody, don't hesitate to adopt a dog or a cat. You get so much love and attention from them because they don't care what you look like. That's 100% unconditional love right there. They only care how you are as a person and how you treat them. And you treat them right. So if you want to, guys, go out there, try it. If you need help, don't hesitate to get it either. If it's something that you really, really want. And who knows, you might meet somebody who's going to actually help you through this. You know, sometimes we're lucky enough to meet somebody and they say, hey, okay, I see maybe, yeah, there's one or two things going on there, but hey, you know what? I love and care about you. So let's work on this together. And that would be pretty amazing if you find that person. Okay, so guys, I hope that helped. This is so awkward. I'm not gonna get into the internet part of it, but you'll find it out as time goes along on your own.
Like a fire when it's cold outside, thunder